Hi guys, another day, another Parkside product to review. I'm really glad to present you the very first Parkside Performance top handle or D-handle cordless jigsaw. The machine features a stroke rate ranging from 800 up to 3800 strokes per minute, which can be regulated in 7 steps, 6 predefined and 1 automatic. Additionally, the user can fine-tune the stroke rate using the variable speed trigger, which however, typically for Parkside, is far less responsive than on some other brands. The device is equipped with the mandatory for such jigsaws pendulum stroke regulator with 4 positions. On the other side we have levers for activating the integrated dust blower and for adjusting the cutting angle. Again, typically for such jigsaw, we have 5 cutting angles to choose from. I'm sure you saw the removable adapter for external dust extraction. The device is equipped with a removable splinter guard, and something interesting is the new and really convenient quick change system for easy blade replacement. Another novelty is the over temperature indicator, meaning that this thing has an over temperature protection. Of course, it's equipped with the standard for Parkside nasty membrane buttons. Another cool feature is that the integrated work light can be activated before starting the tool. Let's hear how it sounds. I told you there's a variable speed trigger. Now take a look at this Bosch Professional, which ain't even with a brushless motor. Not to mention that if you place the tool in speed level 1, there's nothing variable here. Sure, there are no speed levels on this Bosch, but that's no excuse for Parkside. Let's compare the vibration levels at full speed. Let's take a closer look at the pendulum stroke wheel of the machines. I forgot to mention the stroke length of Parkside, 26mm, which is 3mm more than the Bosch you see. Finally, it's time for some cutting tests on this 12mm thick plywood. The blades I'll be using are probably the best on the market, Festool Carvex. By the way, inserting the Carvex into Parkside is a little bit tricky, as for some reason its chuck cannot accommodate blades so thick. Of course, you won't experience similar issue with Bosch. I will push the jigsaws really slow to avoid any possible blade wandering. this looks like one hell of a straight cut. Again, the cut is more than perfect. And again, super straight cut. You can see for yourself, the two machines are performing really lovely. However, I would like to complain from the dust blowing system of Parkside. At higher RPMs, the majority of the dust is going directly into your eyes. And a perfect cut for a third time. Simply perfection. 6 cuts, each one of them performed with a Carvex blade. They are perfect. Definitely the two machines can cut straight. A better visualization how straight those cuts are. And now take a look at some cuts that I did using the same guide rail on the same plywood, but using different blades. There's not even a single one that it's straight. I was using Bosch Progressor for wood and Parkside for wood, so those two blades are a big no. When using those blades, I've noticed that Bosch has a lower tendency of wandering the blade, and most likely this is due to the design of the guide wheel. The groove is conical. On Parkside, the groove has straight walls. Of course, the main reason for getting better results is the blade. Take a look how much more thicker the Carvex is. Unfortunately, to use it on Parkside, you need a hammer and a vise. A hammer to insert it and a vise so you can remove it. Another issue I want to point your attention, which also happens on the new Parkside Performance metal cutting circular saw. The battery is showing 2 bars, the tool itself is showing 3. Finally, the internals. On the left is the new D-handle model. On the right is the barrel handle or the body handle Jigsaw, the A1 version. The base plates of the two models are absolutely identical. From what I see, I can tell that the reciprocating mechanisms are almost the same, with a slight difference in the suspension of the guide wheel. The new model features a better aluminum suspension of the guide wheel, while on the other model the suspension is relying entirely on the plastics of the body. Of course, the new model, the D-handle model, has a brushless motor without Hall sensor, which is the cheaper version, while the barrel handle model has a brushless motor with Hall sensor, and the barrel handle motor is self-contained. The motor in the new model, well, you can see for yourself. That's it, guys. The tool ain't bad, but it could have been better. Hopefully the next generation will be perfect. Bye guys, and see you soon.